Welcome back to BNG Hockey, where it's always black and gold. Fabian Lysell's World Junior performance certainly has a lot of Bruins fans talking, but probably not in the way we thought they'd be talking about his play when it was announced that the young Bruins forward would be representing Team Sweden at this year's tournament. Let's talk about it. The World Junior Championship is an exciting time of year if you're a hockey fan. Almost every NHL team has a couple of prospects playing that fans can cheer for, you get to root for your country, and you get to watch some future NHL superstars like Canada's Connor Bedard do ridiculous things night after night. Now, if you're a Bruins fan, you were pretty excited to see Fabian Lysell play in this tournament. He's been fantastic in Providence this season, and you figured he'd play a big role for Team Sweden. In fact, Sweden went all the way to the bronze medal round, which is pretty impressive, and you gotta think if they went that far, Fabian Lysell probably played a big role. Well, unfortunately, in 7 games for Sweden, Fabian Lysell had 0 goals, 0 assists, for a total of 0 points, and was a -1 for the tournament, and the cherry on top was he got ejected from the bronze medal game today. So it's a tournament he will not be putting on his resume anytime soon. With my work schedule lately, it's been hard to watch some of these games, so I went right online to the box score as soon as Sweden played their first game. And to my surprise, they beat Austria 11-0. I went right to the box score to see how many goals Fabian Lysell put up, and to my surprise, he didn't record a single point. And I remember right then and there going to Twitter and seeing Bruins fans freaking out that in this one game, Fabian Lysell didn't record any points. Now, I'll admit, it is pretty frustrating in an 11-0 game that you don't even get a secondary assist, especially when he's playing some top minutes for this team. So that was frustrating, but I figured, hey, it's just one game, shake it off, he'll still have a great tournament. Going the rest of the tournament without a point is really surprising, but I think we can see from the overall performance, the stat sheet, and his ejection today that Fabian Lysell not only lost his confidence, but he was really frustrated. And when you play like that, it's hard to put up points. It kind of just comes naturally for these guys. And if you're not feeling it, it's not going to happen. You can't always just skill your way into putting up points. And clearly Fabian Lysell was beyond frustrated and completely off his game this entire tournament. And that has some Bruins fans concerned. But I'm here to tell you, you shouldn't be. The World Juniors is on such a big stage that I think it's hard sometimes when fans overreact because of one tournament. But I do want to remind everybody that the AHL is against full-grown men who are bigger, faster, stronger, and better players. And against those men this season with the Providence Bruins, Fabian Lysell in 20 games has 8 goals, 11 assists for a total of 19 points, and is a +1. He's 4th on a very good Providence Bruins team in points, and he's played some fantastic hockey this season, and is a big reason why Providence has been such a good team this season. I also want to remind fans that last season in the WHL with the Vancouver Giants in 53 games, Lysell had 22 goals, 40 assists for a total of 62 points, and was a +10. So make no mistake about it, this kid knows how to put up points, and he's still their top prospect by far. Even if he wasn't putting up those ridiculous points, he'd be a pretty good prospect. Because may I remind you, Bruins fans, be careful what you wish for here. This is still one of the worst prospect pools in all of hockey. And Fabian Lysell is the best that we got. So it's best in Bruins fans' interest that we root for this kid and that he develops into the player I know he can be. And one little bad tournament isn't going to ruin his development. In fact, I think the Bruins could actually help him out of this experience. Now, it just so happens that Jake DeBrusk goes on LTIR and is going to miss at least 4 weeks of hockey. They already called up Chris Wagner. I don't love that move because all that's really going to do is shuffle up the bottom 6. You move a guy like Taylor Hall up to play with Krejci, and they're likely going to bring back the perfection line of Bergeron, Marchand, and Pasternak. What I think the Bruins should do is as soon as Fabian Lysell lands back in Providence, they should call him right up and stick him right in that spot that Jake DeBrusk left empty. Now, some Bruins fans are going to call me crazy. This kid couldn't even put up a point against 18 and 19-year-olds. Why is he going to play first-line minutes at the NHL? As I just mentioned a few minutes ago, I think Fabian Lysell's biggest reason for not putting up points was his lack of confidence. And you don't want to just bury him in the AHL after he had that tough tournament and show him that you're kind of frustrated with him. I think by calling him up, you say, hey kid, we realize you're still really good. You're one of our top prospects and we believe in you. Here's a spot right alongside Patrice Bergeron and Brad Marchand. Show us what you can do. And if Fabian Lysell pops at the NHL level, Who knows? This team doesn't have a ton of cap space, so maybe if you're looking to add a forward at the deadline, you change your mind and add a defenseman. Maybe Fabian Lysell can play deeper in the lineup alongside Taylor Hall and Charlie Coyle when the Bruins are at full health. It gives you options, and you see what you have, and you keep a prospect who's pretty frustrated right now happy. He comes back, he's shown that the team believes in him, and this is the best opportunity for him. You don't want to call up Lysell and play him alongside Nosek and Foligno. If this kid's going to play, it has to be in a top 6 role. And you need a top 6 winger right now, so why not give him a chance and show him that you still believe in him? So let me know your thoughts. Do you think Fabian Lysell should get a call-up and fill in the spot that Jake DeBrusk left empty? Do you think he's a complete bust after this one tournament? And need I remind you all that he's only 19 years old and is still a very good prospect. But I'm interested to hear your thoughts down below in the comments. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to give it a big like, and if you haven't already, subscribe.